Hello, it's the end of the day and I am just sitting here thinking it is not very long until it is my birthday, and I kind of wanted to have a chat to you before my birthday hits, because I think you would have gathered that it has been very exciting leading up to my birthday. I've got a whole heap more videos to come that show me, I don't know, maybe doing stuff to get ready or something, or maybe talking about it. So I don't know how I'm going to get all of them out, because you know that I'm always behind. But I thought I'd maybe just share something that's happened during the birthday week that wasn't so great. It was yesterday. I had to take a blood test and I wasn't happy. But I don't know, I thought, I'm just going to share something from this week. Okay, I was just watching over that video before I go to bed, and I just have to warn you, I'm having a bit of a vent. I even have a vent at some of your comments, which is nothing to do with that you shouldn't make a comment like that, because people have said things like that out of concern, but it's more the way that I react to it. And I also get even into ugly cries. So I thought I should warn you what you're about to get into. And so at least I can touch base with you this week, because I didn't want to do the flashbacks or that I normally do. I don't know, I just wanted, you're my YouTube family, so it's always good to just have a chat. Also, I had seen that my son Jonty had done a little video and put it on this channel, which was very nice of him. It was so kind. He's a kind-hearted boy. And yes, so he had done a little video letting me know it was my birthday. And of course I have a big birthday party on the weekend, and so I've done a gift registry for that birthday party. So he thought he would share that with you. And I know from time to time people have said, oh, can we give you money to help you, or do you have a GoFundMe? And at this stage I haven't, because even though it can be really tight with finances, at the same time we're making do at the moment. And I've probably got in my mind that there might come a time where I have to try and have some really expensive treatment, but at the moment the trial's paying for it. And if it gets to a point where I have to get treatment which will require funds beyond our means, I've always known that I will be able to do a GoFundMe at that point, except it wouldn't be a GoFundMe. I'd do it through Rare Cancers Australia, because that would be a better way to do it for me. Because we wouldn't get all the extra service fees. So I've kind of had that in the back of my mind. But with Jonty putting that out there, I'm just like, I have been taught by my parents to receive gifts with grace, because it is an honor to receive a gift that people are thinking of you kindly and wanting to do something for you. So thank you to Jonty for sharing it, and thank you for anyone who has contributed. I'll just leave the gift registry in the description box if you did want to, but of course I'm not asking for gifts at all, but I know that some people have asked from time to time. So if that's a way that you wanted to give at this moment, there's a little avenue, but we are doing fine. I can feel the love from you all already. But yep, yesterday had a blood test. Here is what happened. This part isn't happy. Okay, I've just had a blood test. The bloody butterfly needles. I insisted on having one, but I didn't think to say first, and can I please have a butterfly needle? So she had the needle and she was just about to poke it in, and it was a normal needle, and I jumped and I went, oh, no, I need a butterfly needle. And she's like, they're the exact same needle. And I'm like, They might be, but I bruise if I don't have a butterfly needle. And she's like, you can't. They're the exact same needle. There's no difference to them. And I'm like, well, there is a difference. I bruise if I don't have it. And she's like, you can't. And I was like, I do. And then I did this. I burst into tears. And then I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm like, I'm sorry, I had a late night. I went to a Christmas party and then I stayed up late doing the seating plan for my birthday, which was fun, but yeah, like before I knew it was too late. And I know people are going to say, slow down. It's just not possible to slow down. I'm going as slow as I possibly can, to tell you the truth. But stuff needs to get done. And then kids break their arms and accidentally step on snakes and get concussed, and you have them at home during the day, and yeah, like, stuff happens. But I'm like, I feel like I'm doing the minimum badly, and then people still tell me to rest. I'm sorry. As though I can just go into my bedroom. I mean, I can't sleep in the day anyway. I'm like, just gone. I stopped sleeping in the day at 3 months old. And unless I'm super, super unwell, tired, like, you know, when you've got newborn triplets, I just don't sleep during the day. So there's that. Maybe today I could have a sleep, but invariably I'll lie down thinking I'm definitely tired, I'll have a sleep, and then I just don't. And in fact, just move for a second. If I go to bed early, quite often I won't sleep. So anyway, this lady had an argument with me, and then she's like, when I burst into tears, she's like, it's okay, I'll do it. I'm like, good, but it shouldn't have got to this. It's like, don't sit there arguing with me. And it's stupid. I went to a different, last time I came to this SNP in more into the center of town, and the lady was so nice, and I said beforehand, I need a butterfly needle, and she said I would never touch those veins without a butterfly needle. And that's what this lady said today. She goes, you don't need a butterfly needle, you've got good veins. And I'm like, I do not have a good vein. I don't have good veins. I said, I've got a good vein today maybe, but I said I wouldn't have a port if I had good veins. And I said, the only reason that might be looking good is I've been drinking water all night. And one good thing about staying up late, I drank almost a litre of water in preparation for the blood test. I don't have good veins. Don't tell me I've got good veins. Anyways, I guess she can. She's just got to go by what she's looking at. But I've just got so much trauma attached to bloods. And I'm very, very tired because I've got a lot to do before Saturday. And I thought my father-in-law was arriving tomorrow while I was at treatment. And I was going to work like clappers today to get the house ready, but he's arriving today. And I have a feeling that he'll arrive around lunchtime. And I'm not going to get everything done. My foot's hurting. I've got a corn that's developed really badly yesterday, and then there's an infection started on my toe. I realised that I'm going to miss my podiatrist appointment early next month, so I'm like, maybe I should just drop in to my podiatrist and try and get an appointment that I don't have time for. But then I'm like, what if I'm at my party and my feet are hurting all night because of the corn? Stupid little things. I went to try and get the lollies for the lolly bar yesterday. They didn't have prices, so I didn't get everything that I wanted to. Plus they had artificial colours, so I've got to do that. It's just a lot on. And Alex is like, you need to delegate better. And I'm like, my head is so full.
I can't even, like, I'll write something down to delegate and then I forget to tell him. Should just send an email. Well, you know, I'll think about something when I can't send an email and then that's it, it's gone. It just doesn't get in my head again. I've lost my diary to even write all my stuff down. I just want to brain dump and I've lost my diary. Yeah. It's just silly. Okay. Thanks for being there. Thanks for listening. Please don't tell me to get rest. I love you guys and I know you do it out of a place of concern, but at the moment, if you told me that, it would stress me out because I feel the onus that I have to get the rest. And then it's just another thing I have to do. But anyway, and you don't see all the times, like I probably film when I'm busy. Because I don't know why it's easier to do then, but like, and also I'm doing stuff. Whereas when I'm not doing stuff, when I'm really busy, I don't film. And then when I'm not busy, I film stuff. Sorry, that didn't make sense. When I'm not busy, I often don't film because it's not interesting. I've got nothing to say. I'm just resting. So I do rest. But sometimes I go like the clappers and I've got 5 kids. I'm busy and it might exhaust me, but I still can. When I can't, I just can't. But why would I not do something that I can do? And yep, if I know that, yeah, anyways. One more complaint that's probably making this situation a little bit more emotional is the arthritis is back and it's painful, but I can still operate. But then I get to the points where I'm like hardly able to operate, and then I take prednisone and I can operate again. And like my knee is now really hurting, which hasn't really hurt before. So going up the stairs at church the other day was really painful. But then my Monday had backed off. So I guess I'm just feeling a bit miserable all over. But anyway, I don't know whether this is just like, I'm just going to have a complaints video all in one. And because this is a happy week. This is my birthday week and I'm in tears. But anyway, thank you. Thank you guys for all caring. And I know all your comments, well, most of your comments. There's the occasional person that maybe could use a little bit more understanding. But yeah, I do value all of you guys, so thank you for that. Okay, bye.
The other end of that story, I got into treatment today. My trial coordinator said, we're going to have to do bloods. And I'm like, I got them done yesterday. And she said, I don't know who did them yesterday, but they only did half the bloods. And I'm like, you're kidding me. And then she said, and then she lost all of the information. So we don't have a record of any of your bloods except for yesterday's. She's lost everything. And she's changed your address to a suburb in Brisbane. So it is really bizarre. So my trial coordinator is going to try and get that back. And I said, feel free to put in a little complaint about that because, yeah, she really was not very helpful yesterday. But anyway, we'll work it out. And luckily the trial has got a record of all my bloods. So it is on file. And yeah, it just was not pleasant. I just can't believe that somebody was acting like that towards a patient. And I was on a little bit of the fragile end of the spectrum. But that also happens when you are going through a lot. Sometimes you do get fragile. So it's just a reminder, I think, that we all have to be, well, not a reminder to you because you guys are kind, but a reminder that kindness goes a long way for all people. But anyway, that's it. I need to go to bed because I don't have very many more sleeps till my birthday. I'm like a kid, 50 years old, and who would know that you still get excited about birthdays. One thing I'm not excited about, though, is that I've got a lot of stuff to do before then. And then I said yes to doing some work at school tomorrow because it was a half day, and I'm like, I can afford a half day and at least I'll get a little bit of money towards Christmas. And then tonight I've been looking at all the stuff that I have to do, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I'll keep going backwards and sharing what I've got. But in the meantime as well, on the night of my party, I've asked one of Jonty's friends, who's really good at videoing and video editing, if he might take a bit of a video so then I don't have to worry about it, and he's going to put something together. So yeah, look forward to that. It will only be for all of you diehards because yeah, it will just be a family type of thing. And yeah, a lot of people don't like that if they're following along to get tips and hints about cancer, and that's cool. But in the meantime, thank you always for all your love. And yeah, I'm just riding the wave of love. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. That'll cheer me up a little bit. And like it, that'll cheer me up. But anyway, I'm sure by the time I post this, I will be much happier. Okay, thank you guys as always.